Hey YouTube, it's me Toya. So, you guys, I just wanted to talk about a subject that I feel like I have not touched on at all. A lot of YouTubers have not said anything about this subject, which is, I know I talked about breastfeeding in a previous video, which kind of catered to my toddler.
The breastfeeding video got 60 hits.
My 9-year-old. So, for anyone who has a child from the ages of 8 to 13, I feel like you're going through that awkward stage. Can be very tough on us mamas because our babies are changing, which can be a good thing because I look at now I'm able to talk to my daughter and she fully understands more or could comprehend more than what she could when she was a baby. So she's definitely growing up. She's my big helper, as I brought out in another video. She makes sure that I have like my diapers and my pull-ups and, well, diapers, pull-ups, same thing. But she makes sure I have my wipes and she keeps me fully stocked and makes sure, you know, she helps me with the baby a lot. On the other hand, attitude is in for 9-year-olders. And I have had it up to here. I really have. That's one of the purposes why I'm doing this video. Also, listening skills. I feel like at this age, you know what I'm talking about. If you have a 9-year-old, you know what I'm talking about, you too. Don't be fronting like it's only my child. It's all of them. So what happens is, like, us parents, we say something that goes through this ear. That's the way it works. It goes through this ear. And then, like, they do something, like, you know, when you come out the ocean, you get the sand out your ear, and you're like they do that, and it drops, like, this. It fell on the floor. That's what happens. So, yeah, that happens, too, and it is very frustrating, and I find myself fussing a lot more than what I did when she was younger. So I want to give you guys some suggestions that I found have been very helpful for me. The first one being to not jump to conclusions. Usually when a child is acting out, there's a reason behind it. So I find that sometimes we instantly get upset over something before hearing the facts. And if a child feels as if, well, hey, I'm dag if I do, I'm dag if I don't, then they stop communicating with us. And this age is the last thing you want them to do is stop communicating with you. So it should be an open mic for them to express why they did what they did, why they're acting differently. On the other hand, I think it's important for us parents to understand that at this age, sometimes they don't know why they did what they did. They don't understand what their body is going through right now. They just know they're changing. So they may have an attitude, and they don't even know why they have an attitude. You know, so be sensitive about that. Okay, another thing is I find not approaching a situation while you're still angry. So us parents need to take a moment, breathe, and number one, very important. See, this is the issue with like mankind. We think we can have all the answers and figure it all out by ourselves, but we always need His help. So pray, you guys. Pray before even attacking a situation. Pray that the Lord give you patience, that He help you to be understanding. I am a firm, sorry you guys for like allergies, oh goodness. So I am a firm believer of not taxing that butt off the break. Girl, so I don't whip my children. Very seldom do I whip my children. Hold on, you old heads. I know y'all about to attack me for that. You know, you take the ride, you spoil the... I know what you thinking, YouTubers. The 50 and up. I know. Well, calm down. That doesn't mean if I need to whoop some butt that I'm scared. Now, I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. But I try to talk more to my children than anything. And then if that doesn't work, I go to punishment. If that doesn't work, that's when I usually pull out the bigger guns. So my first resolution is not just whooping a butt. That's just not where I'm from. That's not how we do things. When I was growing up, I didn't need to be constantly whooped. So I think also something that's very important for us parents is to be consistent. You know, I find I have a lot of friends, and I mean, like 90% of my friends are like, they all have children around the same age as mine. And I find that if we're not consistent, our kids do not listen to us. So, like, example, if I say, the next time I talk to you about listening today, there will be consequences. So, yet, the next time I talk to her, even if it's something small, you know, I specifically said to fold up her clothes and she didn't. Some parents would say, but that's small, that's petty, kids gonna be kids. Yeah, but kids are smart, man. They're smart. So if she do something, and even if it's small, and she was not a good listener and there was not consequences, and you said there were gonna be consequences, she like, okay, I know how to play mommy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that mommy just be talking, that she don't follow through. So she's salty, she mad, I'm gonna let her vent, but I know for a fact if I don't listen to her, she ain't gonna do much. That's a mistake, y'all. Y'all need to stick and hold, like, hey, man up, woman up, whatever you want to call it, but if you say something, please stick to what you say. You know, don't let, and don't forget. I have a tendency of doing that, and I'm trying to work on that, which is I'll say something like, when you get home, you ain't watching TV for the rest of the day. And then I'll get to messing with the baby and cooking, and honestly, I will forget. And this girl be up in here watching TV. So it is very important that we remember what we say, follow through with what we say. Another thing that I find is very helpful as well is talking, like explaining to them, these are little young adults. They know a lot more than what you think. Give them credit. Like, they smart out here. These kids are smart out here. So, you know, sitting down and talking to them, you know, what you did made me very disappointed in you. It hurt my feelings. You know, I had a bad day because of what you did. You know, expressing to them how you felt about the situation. You know, it is so quite natural that kids expect their parents to care about their feelings, their thoughts, but kids should care about ours too. You know what I mean? We birth you, we raise you, we feed you, we clothe you, we put a roof over your head. We work hard to make sure you're good. So teach your children at a young age, you make sure mommy good too. The world does not revolve around you, and that's something that should be taught. The younger, the better. Because these kids nowadays, they spoil. And they grow up thinking that everyone is supposed to revolve around them. That is wrong. So you teach your kids to look out for your mommy. Look out for your family. Your sisters, your brothers, your daddy. You look out for us too. And if you're hurting us, something you're doing is hurting us, then fix it. Because you have to show us you care about us too. It's not all about parents caring about kids. Kids need to care about parents too. So those are some pointers I have. The number one pointer and my suggestion is to remember they are kids. Don't allow your kids to ruin your day. They're kids. They're learning. This is a learning process. So don't allow your child being hard-headed, your child doing something in school, cut up in school. You know, this stuff is going to happen. It happened with us. Don't tell me, you YouTubers, that when you was young, you was an angel, because you were not. Be real. Be real. You were not. So it's a process. We did things when we were young. They're going to mess up. They're going to make mistakes. It's just up to us as parents to correct them, to direct them in the proper way. And I want to give shout outs to my daughter too, because it could be worse. You know, like today, she was on that level, what you call it, like bit annoying level, bit annoying. But, you know, on the other hand, I could have it worse. You know, I see some kids this age, they cursing, they babies having babies, they grown. You can't tell them nothing. They disrespectful out here. They doing their own thing. They walking their self to school. They taking their self back home. They, you know, they really a mess. This world is a mess. So I have to count my blessings that my daughter acts her age. I have to say that. Yeah, she's hard of listening, and she also has a little too when she wants to. But I think that's normal. So we just have to remember that these are kids and they're learning. Don't allow your child to ruin your day. You know, I know there's a lot of good parents out here that's going to watch this. And don't you feel bad or beat yourself up because you were fussing at your child today. You know, just like it's a learning process for them, it's a learning process for us as well. But prayerfully, I always ask that the good Lord give me patience. Because patience is something that once incorporated, here the other one come, y'all. Here she come. I hear. Y'all hear that? Listen. I hear my name. So I'm going to wrap this up, you YouTubers. Let's see if the baby want to say hi. Let's see. Tay, would you like to say hi? Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. And it's so easier to have patience with little children, y'all, because we don't expect nothing from them. They got that innocence right now. When they get around my daughter's age, 9, 10 years old, you expect so much from them. But they still kids too, y'all. They are. And I'm working on that. And so I just wanted to give those tips. So please, y'all, be consistent. Follow through with what you say you're going to do it. Also, be patient, you guys. Also, listen to the facts. Don't just jump to conclusions. Also, praise your child when needed. If your child doing something right, just like you took that time out your day to discipline, also take that time out to let them know how much you love them, how much you appreciate them, how if they do something, if they do something right, you let them know that as well. Say hi, YouTube. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Look at her hair, y'all. Talking about hair, you guys, this is going on week 2 of my silk press. And as you see, it's still pretty straight. I'm still feeling it, y'all. Like, this is so much more easier. I love being natural. I love my curly pattern. But sometimes my hair gets really tingly and it's a bit much to handle. So this is nice. Just waking up, taking my wrap out and just going, you know, just praying that there won't be no rain that day. Guys, like I said, stick in there. If you have children in between, you want to brush your teeth? Yeah. Blow your breath and see if it's stinky. Say ha. Stinky. Say ha. Stinky, girl. That's stinky. So you guys, as usual, stay calm, stay mild. Just keep training those children. Keep up the good work. And I hope this has been helpful. And as always, please like, please subscribe, you guys. Sometimes I feel so discouraged. But, you know, yesterday I got 60 likes on one Pacific video. So I was pretty happy about that. But it's still not what my goal is. This has been fun, though, regardless of how many likes I get. So, all right, you guys. Toodles. And as always, smooch it.